do the login. Once the login is there, you use interfaces, implementation of the interfaces such as callback and callback handler to authenticate a person who is the subject in this case. And once he is authenticated, you have authorization classes, what he can do right using these things. For example, we have a set of classes. Okay, just a very quick detail here. All those things which appear in the Courier New type font, they are the classes, and those which appear in the normal font are the interfaces. Okay. A policy is an authorization, and you can create the policy for the subject. You can have n number of subjects. For each subject, you can have n number of principals, and based on your credit card industry, your cards, your company's card policy, you can have a policy class and an authorization permission class, a private credential permission. Actually, since we do not have much time, I will not be able to spend probably some other time on this. Almost the last slide, wherein I am talking about the encryption, the third thing, like, we talked about logging in, we talked about authentication and authorization, and the final one is we are talking about encryption. As I said, JCA has become an umbrella now, and it is going to take care of several things inside. And once again, I have listed all the classes and interfaces that are going to help you in properly taking care of how to encrypt the information. Okay, like, for example, provider and security classes, algorithm parameter and interfaces and classes, a host of them are there. Key interfaces and classes will help you in creating appropriate keys and so on and so forth. And of course, like as Abhay was mentioning, Java GSS is going to take care of support for encryption of a variety of types that is demanded by the industry. Okay. And finally, Java EE also provides you, of course, the vendor of the Java EE is going to provide you with a host of tools that is going to help you in doing quite a bit of things which is required by the payment credit card industry. That includes key tool, jar signer, policy tool, so on and so forth. And these are the things that are available on almost all the platforms, and then they do follow the compliance requirements stated by PCI. So with this, I am going to wrap up this particular talk. As I indicated in the beginning, this is a work which we collaboratively did. Essentially, when we came together, when they were trying to do the certification process of many of our applications, one of the things that we figured out was that the Java EE is a new way of doing it, and it helps us in doing far more quicker, lot more easier, and then in the current context, it does fit to the requirements of the payment credit card industry, and then it can be extended to any other industry for that matter. As I said, we have already started using the new Java EE way of creating applications for for different types of industry. That includes retail, healthcare, banking, and insurance, and so on and so forth. With this, thank you. And then any questions?
Any questions on either PCI or?
Yes, about PCI compliance. What happened with the application that PayPal, they are storing the credit card number?
I'm sorry?
What happened with applications like PayPal?
PayPal. They need to get PCI compliant, because PayPal, I think, manages their own environment, so they need to get PCI compliant. PCI compliance applies to environments which need to get certified. PADSS, which I spoke about, is for payment applications that need to get certified.
PayPal is
It's an application as well, but they also manage, so they need to get both certified.
They offer that as a product.
Yeah, so they are managing that network. So as long as they are managing, their infrastructure needs to be certified as well as their application. So they would go for it in a single umbrella. If they are reselling the application, let's say PayPal was reselling the application as a commercial one, then they would need to go for PADSs, otherwise it's just PCI.
Can you compare it to Spring Security, Java, Jazz?
Okay. Spring is also Java EE. Actually, like Spring is a Java EE without EJB 3.0, and Spring alone will not be sufficient for because Spring is also a sort of a Java EE solution. They might not be using some of the newer technologies that have been recently introduced, but still they are probably